nice and wide. I want you to reach it down, press down those hips, reach those hips up, reach those hips down. Now, if you need to, you can grab a block for this part. And what I'm gonna have you do is maybe coming up onto that block, you're going to spread your feet open, hi kitty, and you're gonna push those knees out. So chest is nice and lifted, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold it here, come to that breath. So trying to elongate that spine. So the goal is to come off that block and press open those knees and lift that chest. This is a great move. It's a little difficult in those hips. It's a little harder. I still need to use a block. I have very tight hips. I really need to work on my sacral chakra. Sorry, root chakra. This is our root chakra. Red for root chakra. Nice. All right, we're gonna come on up. And what I'm gonna have you do, feet right underneath those hips. We're gonna sit that butt down, and I want you to reach those arms up towards the ceiling. So you're really pressing into those heels. Nice. Okay. You're gonna hold it right here in that chair pose. Let's take a nice deep breath. Beautiful. Let's come on up. Okay. We're gonna take a step back, and we're gonna open it up. So one foot facing towards me, one foot facing towards that wall. Bring those arms out nice and wide. So we're trying to line up our heel with the middle part of our foot. Fingertips line up here, looking nice and tall, shoulders stacked on top of those hips. Knee right over that ankle. And let's come to that breath, breathe. Nice, coming to that breath. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna switch it. So straighten this leg, point this toe this direction towards me. Other foot this way. Hi, kitty cat. Bring those arms out nice and wide. Bend in that knee. Look over that middle finger. Nice. Shoulders stacked on those hips. Open it up. Or to the other side. Beautiful. Nice. We're gonna step a foot forward. We're gonna come down onto that mat. Sorry, kitty. And we're going to straighten out those legs. Nice, long spine. We're gonna hinge forward from the back of our legs. Just getting in touch with that root chakra, grounding in our legs. Warming up that body. Nice. In tabletop. Now this chakra is all orange. It's all about, you're gonna bring that left foot on outside that left hand. I want you to come on up. What we're gonna do is we're gonna press this hip forward, look up, come down. See, this is all about sexuality and creativity, so lift your chest. Don't you love that orange is the color for that? Love orange. Lift your chest. Come back, it's almost October. Lift your chest, nice. All right, we're gonna switch it. So hands back down, foot back. We're gonna bring that other foot up. Lift those hips, press that hip forward. Ooh, yeah, look up. Nice. Beautiful job. Really press those hips, look up. One more time, inhale. Big exhale, open that chest, look up. So your sacral is actually a term in anatomy too. That's that lower part of your back, that little diamond between your butt cheeks. So we're gonna come down, let's bring the soles of our feet together, sitting up really, really tall. And walk those feet in, maybe walk them out if you need to, walk them in maybe, and we're gonna lift that chest. And let's fold forward, deep breath. Beautiful job. Nice. All right, we're gonna open out those legs. Nice and wide, chest lifted. So our feet are out really, really wide. Maybe you're sitting up on a block. Sometimes that helps. Feet out wide, and we're gonna walk those hands forward, flat back, big inhale. Exhale, round and curl. How far can you go? Big inhale, elongate that spine. Maybe grab your feet, big exhale, round and curl. Nicely done. Deep breath. Ooh, beautiful. All right, our last move for our sacral chakra is we're gonna come into goddess pose. So feet really, really wide, toes out. Open up those knees nice and wide, arms out. Big old goddess pose, lift that chest, those shoulders are right on top of those hips, those knees are really bent. How much can you push your knees out? How much can you open your chest, shoulder on top of those hips? Breathe. Beautiful job on that sacral chakra. Solar plexus. Solar plexus chakra. So this is your identity, this is your power, right? This is all of that fun stuff. So we're gonna start right away. We're in a yellow, we're gonna start right away in a plank. So feet are about hip distance apart, shoulders are right on top of those wrists. You're pushing that mat away, pulling those shoulder blades apart, tucking that pelvic floor, creating that straight line, squeezing that butt. And we're gonna come to our breath, finding that power. So this is right above your belly button, your solar plexus. It's all about power, right? With more powerful pose than a plank. Beautiful. We're gonna hold it here, breathe. Nice. Let's bring our knees in front of us and let's open it up. So another really powerful pose is our camel. So we're gonna get into our camel, okay? So what I'm gonna have you do is you're going to maybe take your hands on the back of your hips. You're gonna press them forward. You're gonna look up. Opening. Maybe that's enough for you. Maybe if you'd like a little bit more, if this feels okay after a couple of breaths. Be nice and strong here. Maybe you're gonna reach for those feet really open. Maybe that's way too much and you're just focusing on pressing your hips forward and looking up and opening up that foot. Nicely done. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna counter that motion now, right? We're gonna come onto our bellies. You're gonna bend those knees. Let's reach for the outside of your feet. Let's take it into the open up towards the ceiling. Beautiful. So this is the last chakra that we have to do with the lower part of the body. The rest of the chakras come up to the top of our head, right? So like we're divided into half. There's 6 of them, right? 7 of them. Nice. Maybe you're kicking into those feet. Maybe you're gonna try to grab the outside of your feet to the inside. Maybe you're moving lift and lower. Maybe you have a strap and you're just pulling on it. Maybe you're just focusing on trying to pull those heels in, and that's enough for you in this moment. No pressure. Maybe you're adding the lift, maybe you're not. It's that resting as you feel in this pose. Beautiful. We're gonna come into a tabletop and we're gonna tuck those toes. I want you to bring your left leg up and place it forward a little below your hand. Maybe walk in that back foot. And maybe finding your block here, we're gonna come into a triangle. And maybe reach up an arm and switch it. Maybe reach up an arm. Come into that breath. Sometimes difficult yoga poses, it helps to flow through a movement like this one. Nice. Again, your hand can be on the ground here. Whatever feels better for you. Let's switch it. Again, maybe finding that block. Reaching it up. Nice. Trying to get that stretch, trying to get that straightness. It should feel a little intense here. You're doing such a good job. I love the color yellow. I really, really do. We are on to our, we are on to our heart chakra, which is green. And so our heart chakra is kind of our, so we've got 3 chakras below this and 3 chakras above this. Our heart is sort of our connection between the universe and the grounding plane, right? In between, being grounded through our root chakra and being connected to the universe through higher things. So we're gonna start with a little bit of balance. So I'm gonna face this direction. There's boo-boo. There's little boo-boo. Love kitty. Yeah, you good girl. Okay, so what we're gonna do is hips forward, chest nice and lifted. we're gonna bend a knee. So we're gonna find our still point of focus, bending this knee. We're gonna reach to the inside of that foot. We're gonna bring that other arm up nice and lifted. And what I'm gonna have you do is kick into this foot and lean it forward and reach. Nicely done. Maybe kick into that foot more. Coming into those hips pointed forward. Let's come to that breath. Nice and gentle, let's come on up. Gently letting it go. Let's do that other side, giving yourselves a little bit of self-love. Grabbing this foot, reaching that other arm up. Really strong core, kick into that foot and lean it forward. Ooh, if you fall out of it, that's okay. Come back into it, maybe grab a wall or a chair, but giving yourself some balance, some grace here, and reach. Gorgeous job, bringing it all back up. Nice. Okay, so for this next one, we're gonna roll it down. Coming onto that mat, let's find our plank. Beautiful, we're gonna drop those hips, lift that chest, look up. Sorry, I'm not popping out of my shirt. Lift that chest, look up. And open that heart forward. Nicely done. Beautiful, let's press those hips back. Nice, and we're gonna find a child's pose, pressing back through those hips. Nicely done. Beautiful. Okay, so we're gonna bring those legs out long in front of us, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna take, I'm gonna face you, we're gonna take that right leg, we're gonna hug it in, and let's sit it up really tall, really hugging in that leg, and then maybe you're gonna bend this bottom leg around you. Maybe taking that opposite arm, hooking it in your knee, other arm open, try to look behind you, try to open up that heart. Deep breath, big inhale, exhale, try to look behind you. Gorgeous job, gently unraveling, let's switch it. Bring that other foot over, hugging it in for a second, opening it up. And we're gonna bend the knee. Nice. Maybe bringing it in. Opposite arm, hook it. Open up that chest. Look over that shoulder. Big inhale. Big exhale, open it up. Gorgeous. Gently bringing it back. We're gonna bring those feet out in front of us. This one's a little crazy, okay? So we're going to place those hands next to us. We're gonna open it up. Lifting those hips. Really lift your hips, lift them, lift them. Beautiful, let's feel it all down. So your heart chakra is about relationships. It is also about self-love and connection to the spiritual world. So join me. We're going into our throat chakra. So throat chakra, we're going to start in tabletop. We're going to start with some cat-cow. So let that belly drop. Stick your tailbone out, look up. Exhale, round and curl, angry cat, that back, push that mat away, look towards your belly button. Big inhale, look up. Big exhale, round and curl, push that mat away, nice. Big inhale, look it up. Big exhale, round and curl, push that mat away. Wants treats, she doesn't want me. Nice. Okay, so we're gonna come forward, we're gonna press those hips, lift it up, open that throat, press those hips back. Nice. Lift that chest, open that throat. Beautiful, press those hips back. Nice. So our throat chakra and our sacral chakra work together, right? Our sacral chakra is the seat of our creativity. And our throat chakra is how we speak our ideas into truth. Breathe up. Yes. Breathe on back. You are amazing. Beautiful. Nicely done. Okay, so we're gonna do a kind of a difficult pose here. Okay, yeah. Just run away. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring our hands down by your sides. We're gonna lift up those legs. We're gonna press our hips over. We're gonna try to touch our feet down. Yes. Feeling that stretch. Maybe lifting up one leg. Maybe lifting up that other leg and finding that little shoulder stand. Maybe trying to bring your feet to line up with your hips. And slowly back down. Nice. Try to touch those feet. One foot up. Beautiful. Let's bring it down. One foot up. Beautiful. Let's bring it down. Nice. We're gonna roll it. Do 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 do. All the way back down. All right, kick those feet overhead and roll it. Nice. And roll it. Beautiful. All right, we're gonna lift it up. We're gonna draw a big circle. Letting it all go. Letting it all go. And big circle. Letting it all go. I'm gonna face you here. We're gonna open up that throat, look up. Bring that eye gaze nice and slow back down, look towards your belly button. Lift that chest, look up. Oh, you got it. Bring it all back down. One more time, lift it all up. Gorgeous job, beautiful. Sort of like right here between your eyebrows, that third eye. So the third eye is all about, you know, I am intuitive, I am connected, I am all seeing. It's not about I or they or them, it's about we. And it's sort of that beautiful thing. Many people have actually heard of the third eye, and sometimes it's seen as purple and sometimes it's seen as indigo. I really like purple, so I went full purple today. But we're gonna just go ahead and get started and get in touch with that third eye. So we're gonna come into sort of a cross-legged position. So you're welcome to sit into a chair if that feels better for you. This is gonna be more of a meditative sort of workout than it is going to be a physical straining sort of workout, because again, we're trying to create that mind-body connection, that feeling within your body. So this is a very difficult move for me, which helps me be very present, very grounded. So we're gonna cross one leg over into a figure four. Oh, I already have a new mosquito bite, guys. And we're gonna cross that other leg right on top of it. So our goal is our legs stacked perfectly like this. I have extremely tight hips, whether that's because of my emotions, my unbalanced root chakra, or because I have a just genetic predisposition to have tight hips. All of those factors might contribute to it, right? So we're trying to get our legs just like this, and I'm gonna hold it here again. My knee is much farther away than the other one, but that's okay. I'm working on that flexibility, and you can work in with me too, or just sit in a regular cross-legged position. So our goal here is to try to sit it up really tall, and we're gonna take some really deep breaths. So our goal is to really fill that belly with air, and then really let go of all that air. So breathe with me here. Our goal is to try to put as much air into our body as we can, and then really let go of that air. Focusing on slow, deep breaths here. After this, we might feel a little lightheaded. That's good, okay? So we're sitting down, whether it's in a chair or on the ground, and we're taking really deep breaths, okay? So I want you here to just feel your body. Feel how your body feels. Feel where it feels tightness. Feels where you feel connected to the earth. We're gonna gently switch sides, so that top leg is gonna go on the bottom. We're gonna bring that other leg on top. You notice I'm just as tight on this side. Again, try to stack, but stack the other direction and just as tight on this side. So we're gonna take those breaths now and try to keep them just in our nose. So breathing in through that nose, out through that nose. Beautiful job. We're gonna gently unravel and we're gonna bring those knees underneath of us, okay? So we're stacking like this. We're sitting on those feet. You can always roll up a towel right here if it feels a little bit too tight, but we're gonna try to sit it up really tall. And I want you to imagine here, so we're sitting up on those feet, nice and tall. Hands on top of your shins. I want you to press your shoulders open. So your heart is open. You're sitting up really tall. I want you to pull that navel into your spine. Create some core engagement here. And we're gonna come to that breath. And with each breath, I want you to envision a particle of light shining out of you, going and seeing a star. You know how when we look up into the night sky and we see those lights shining, and you see how the stars kind of twinkle? I want you to send out a twinkle back to one of those stars that you've seen. With each breath, we're gonna take 10 deep breaths here, okay? Envisioning that particle of light now really beaming out between your eyes and out all around you. I want you to think about that ball of light just circling you, not only in safety, but thinking back to all those other chakras from all the other series. Just feel it flowing down through you, through all of your chakras. Meeting up with that root chakra and giving it a hug, telling it that it's here. Let's take 2 more really deep breaths. Beautiful. All right, so coming onto our mats here, let's find our tabletop. We're gonna tuck those toes and we're gonna find a down dog. So the goal with the down dog is maybe you have a bend in your knees, but you're a straight line from your wrists to your hips. So what helps me with the down dog sometimes is to line up those index fingers, to spread out through those fingertips, sort of make a suction cup with your hands so it's not really in your wrists. A bend in those knees as you push your hips up towards the ceiling in that beautiful straight line. And then maybe work on trying to straighten your legs. Maybe paddle out your legs here. Coming to that breath. We're just gonna breathe with our head hanging, our neck loose here, not holding any tension. Letting that third eye just kind of hang out, relax as we're suspended, as we hold it up, as we let it know that it's safe. And we're gonna take 5 deep breaths, just holding down dog. Gorgeous. One more really deep breath for me, and then we're gonna bend those knees, taking your time. Open up those feet nice and wide. Maybe bring your big toes to kiss. Let's press back through those hips. Reach for the top of your mat and try to get that forehead to touch the mat, walking those hands forward. So we're in that child's pose. And let's breathe. I want you to think about your third eye touching the ground here. And I want you to think about feeling grounded in every place in your life. Where can you give yourself more of a sense of stability, of calmness, that the universe, the world is taking care of you, that the world cares about you, that the world loves you, that the world is looking out for you. Think about how safe you are right now in this moment, right here with me, in this gentle yoga flow here. Think about how connected and safe you are right now. Beautiful. We're going to come on up. We're going to hug those knees in. Let's sit it here. We're going to sway back and forth, maybe close your eyes, find a connection with your body, try to feel where each one of those chakras are that we worked through this week. So our final chakra, our crown chakra. So this one is all about handstands and lotus pose and our spiritual connection. So we're gonna go through a handstand together, okay? So this is my favorite handstand. It's the easiest for me to get into. Currently, I'm working on more inversions. So we're gonna bring those hands together. We're gonna find our hairline. So you're gonna grab onto your hairline and you're gonna squeeze your elbows in, yeah? So what that looks like, right? So we're grabbing our hairline, we're squeezing those elbows in, and we're finding that place on the mat. So it takes a little bit of work to find where that feels good for you, but essentially the top of your forearm and those two fingers are on the mat and you're squeezing those elbows in. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna walk our feet forward, squeeze those elbows in, engage your core, and try to lift up one leg and maybe that other leg. So you're welcome to use a wall or a chair here, but the goal is to stack those hips on top of your shoulders, and then over time create that strength to lift your legs up towards the ceiling, pull that knee over. And you can use a chair or a wall here, or just simply work on just trying to get those hips on top, right? This is a great place to work on transferring that control, trying to get those hips to the point where you feel comfortable enough to engage your core and bring it up. It took me about a year of practice to get into the handstand. Gorgeous. Nice and slow coming out of that. We're gonna round it forward. Nice. Let go of any tension in your head and your neck, letting it go. So we're gonna try to come into this pose. I can't always get into this pose. We're gonna cue it with a block. So you're gonna grab onto your block like this, holding that block, squeezing those elbows in, right? So once that block helps me to set it up, then you remove the block. And what you do is the same sort of motion of trying to get into that pose. Right, I'm not quite there in that one. I can show you with the wall here, right beside me. So again, we're gonna find that block, find that alignment, and then grounding here, feeling nice and strong, squeezing that core. Again, I need a wall still for this one, but again, working on maybe bending a knee, maybe bending a knee. Beautiful, being really nice to it. Gorgeous. So we're gonna do one more little inversion here, and we're going to do a little crow handstand, okay? So coming into crow, what we do here is, again, we line up those hands, we bring those we bring those knees in towards your armpits. You're gonna look forward at your mat here. So looking forward and then trying to lift up a foot, coming into our crow. Again, this is an inversion I am currently working on, but the trick is grabbing with your hands here, grabbing onto that mat, suction cupping, bringing those elbows in, looking forward, and then adding the lift. Right, when I cue it perfectly, it's much easier to get into it. Beautiful. So our last one, it's been wet on the mat, maybe I drooled a little. So the last one is our Shavasana. So we're gonna end this whole series that we've been doing in Shavasana. So laying all the way down, palms lift, thumbs out, open up that chest, close your eyes, and feel your body. Now I developed this whole chakra series as a way to help you find some healing. Your crown chakra, what we ended with that sort of balancing, is all about your consciousness and that connection, which is why inversions make us question our reality, right? It's fun to get into those and feel them. And now I just want you to let it all go. Let go of all those sensations, let go of all those feelings, and really come to your Shavasana and just breathe here. Feeling your body, feeling one with your body. Thank you guys. Literally a mosquito on my foot, guys. Oh, I got it. Isn't there you love me to kill a mosquito at the end? So this whole week I sort of did a deep dive into each of your chakras, and today was sort of a mini deep dive into each one of them, all of them together. Please follow along. Please try out all those other videos if you haven't had a chance to yet. If this is your first time finding my channel, thank you so much for making it to the end of watching this whole video. And I hope that I have challenged you, and I hope that I've helped you find some connection in your body, and I am sending you so much light and so much love. And if you're interested in any of my series coming up, I have a bunch of super fun challenges coming up. I have some fitness courses up on Teachable right now, some free and some paid. I am trying to share content to help you feel better in your body. I am also changed to capitalism and have bills to pay, so any of your support really helps me out, and I hope that your day is wonderful and amazing, and I'm sending you so much light and so much love.